Hello, hello, good morning. Today is day one of our 21 days of tapping on whatever's on your mind. And I got this email request. I woke up to it and I wanted to do this one first. And I'm just going to read it. And it's really for insomnia, but we'll tell you I'll read the thing and then we'll tap. So last several years, I have lost people I love, have had health challenges, including a double mastectomy, as well as my daughter a year and a half before me, had severe anxiety, and at this point, unable to fall asleep, stay asleep, and very restful sleep when I actually fall asleep. Would love some good sleep tapping. I'm sure the above issues have contributed to the insomnia last several years. So yeah, that's it. Have contributed to the insomnia. So I see that this somehow got double posted. So let me grab my book so you're going to see the wall for a second. And find that. Yeah, here it is. So let's look up. I had insomnia, oh my gosh, for probably 2 years. And the thing that I found physically that I found out was going on with me is I have cortisol levels through the roof, which is hilarious because tapping lowers cortisol, but do same thing, a lot of stuff going on and changes in the body. But so let's do HI. Bear with me. Let's see what it says in this book. It might not even have, be surprised. That's so interesting. It's not in here. Let me see if I can look up sleep issues. So I have a book that I love, The Healing Questions Guide. You can see I've used it so many times. I just find it so helpful. And I don't necessarily agree with everything in here. So I think you should just, if you read through these questions, you should be like, hey, that lands for me or it doesn't. So interesting. Insomnia is not in here, which really surprises me. So it can be, let's say physically, it can be due to very high cortisol levels, especially. So what happened for me is I would notice I would fall asleep actually quite easily. And then I'd wake up like that. And then when I got my cortisol checked, it was like, it's through the roof. And given everything that had been going on at the time, it just makes complete sense. So let's just tap and we'll see what comes. So karate chop. Even though I'm really having sleep issues, and I really struggle with insomnia, I fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep. And I can't sleep restfully. I choose to acknowledge I feel this way now. Even though I have this anticipatory stress happening about not sleeping now. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, I feel frustrated by that. And what if that's the place to start with this? Even though I'm really tired of having these sleep issues in more ways than one, what if the first step is to tap on the stress I feel around not sleeping? And then go to the eyebrow, this stress around my insomnia. My mind starts whirling away. And as soon as I wake up, here we go again. I'm not sleeping well. And what if this is an opportunity to practice surrendering to the not sleeping. What if I could use this time to do something really good for myself? Meditate, listen to something inspirational. Maybe just notice how quiet it is in the middle of the night, when there's so much less psychic energy going around. What if I can make it okay that I'm not sleeping through the night? And what if by doing that, I lower my resistance to the insomnia and to not sleeping? What if eventually I start to cherish this time to myself? Have some rituals in place that really help me embrace this. And if my mind is whirling with everything that's happened in my life, what if this is the perfect time to allow these emotions to come up and even tap through them? What if I could actually start to see this as a gift? Something that can really help me heal from the inside out. And what if every time I catch myself stressing about my insomnia, what if I could remind myself, I just need to interrupt this stress pattern, which will help me see this differently, and then change what's possible with sleep for me. And take a breath. So it was, probably close to 2 years. I had that thing. I would wake up and I would go out and sleep on the couch so that I didn't wake my husband up, and I had so much resistance to it. I would get so mad. Oh, here we go again. And I started to notice, I have so much stress around not sleeping. And when I learned to start to surrender to it and make little rituals or listen to something really inspirational or do a meditation, I would fall right back to sleep, because I started to make it okay that I wasn't. Because if you think about it, when, and I can't speak to the person that made this request, what your experience is, but check and see do you have a lot of anticipatory stress? When you're getting ready to go to bed, what are your thoughts about that? And then you can tap through that. And the other thing is, when all that psychic energy is much lower, and when we're sleeping and then we wake up, it's just information, whatever thoughts are going through our head. And to me, I see it as, these are my stress thoughts. And this is an opportunity to deal with these directly and then heal them. And you can just tap. And I started actually having a cup of tea, and the lighting was really dim. And then like I said, or I would listen to a meditation or listen to something inspirational and fall back to sleep. But I noticed that I stopped beating myself up for the insomnia, which was huge. And then I started to sleep better. So I hope you find that helpful. And Sandra, great to see you. That's who I can tell is here. And I will post this on YouTube. Take care. Bye for now.